Welcome to This Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're here with me today because we are about to explore one of the most deeply fascinating and honestly emotional stories in modern medical history. Over the next few minutes, we're going to unpack a true biological mystery, a real puzzle that has challenged some of the brightest minds in science and really forced us to question the very nature of human development. This is the story of Brooke Greenberg. She's famously known as the girl time forgot, and we're going to look into the mysterious condition that came to define her life. So let's jump right in.
Section 1. The Girl Time Forgot. A Life Untouched by Time. Okay, let's dive into this. To truly understand this story, we have to look at a number that completely defies our standard understanding of biology, and really, the relentless forward march of time that you and I experience every single day. 20. Brooke Greenberg was born on January 8, 1993, and for the next 20 years of her life on Earth, time simply refused to touch her. I mean, imagine living for 2 whole decades, experiencing 20 trips around the sun, yet remaining fundamentally locked in the exact physical state of your earliest beginnings. It sounds like science fiction, right? But for Brooke and her family, it was their everyday reality.
As the years ticked by, her peers were naturally growing up, they were finishing school, stepping out into the world, and starting their adult lives. But Brooke's reality, it remained entirely static. She still fit perfectly in a pushchair, she responded to the world around her exactly the way an infant does, and she required the exact same round-the-clock intensive care that she had needed on the very day her parents first brought her home from the hospital. The forward momentum of the whole world just continued right past her, while she remained frozen.
To really grasp the sheer physical limits of her condition, consider this for a second. 30. Over the entire course of her life, despite the passage of all those years, Brooke never grew past 30 inches tall. Her bodily growth was entirely arrested right at the size of a toddler.
And equally astonishing, 16. Just as her height was capped, her weight never exceeded 16 pounds. Her body simply halted the standard processes of physical expansion and mass accumulation that completely define normal human growth. Cognitively, the reality was exactly the same. Her mental age remained permanently fixed between 9 months and 1 year. Despite literally decades of stimuli and love and environmental interaction, her cognitive development was just completely frozen in that delicate, infantile window.
Section 2. Naming Syndrome X, when medicine hits a dead end.
As you can imagine, Brooke's parents and her doctors were absolutely desperate for answers. This triggered an intense medical investigation phase that pulled in top specialists who were determined to crack the code of her condition. But they found exactly nothing. Doctors ran every single available test known to modern medical science. They sequenced, they scanned, they observed. Yet absolutely no known genetic syndrome could explain what they were seeing. No chromosomal abnormality was found whatsoever. From a clinical perspective, Brooke's DNA offered 0 obvious clues. Every single standard avenue of medical inquiry turned into an incredibly frustrating dead end. So, by 2001, this complete and total lack of a medical explanation forced specialists into a corner. They had to put this on a chart, right? They had to be able to talk about it in medical journals. So they created a placeholder diagnosis. They called it Syndrome X. And this name wasn't derived from some newly discovered gene or a specific biological mechanism. It was given purely because her condition just needed a name. Syndrome X literally represented the unknown.
Section 3. The Uncoordinated Biological Clock. A biological plot twist.
So what does this all mean? What actually made her scientifically extraordinary? Because as researchers dug deeper, they realized it wasn't just that she wasn't growing. If her whole body was simply paused, well, that would be one thing. But the truth was far stranger and far more complex than that.
So the crucial point is that when researchers looked closer, they found that different parts of Brooke's body were aging at entirely different rates. Her bones, they actually aged over time, but her other bodily systems, they didn't age at all. It was as if the internal biological clock that governs human development, that master synchronizer that tells our bodies how to grow old uniformly, had just simply stopped coordinating. She wasn't just frozen in time, she was experiencing time differently across different parts of her own biology.
Section 4. Clues to Human Aging. The Universal Mirror.
Brooke's highly unique biology completely captivated the global scientific community. Researchers studied her intensely. And why? Because they believed she held a key to understanding why humans grow old at all. This shifted the focus from a tragic, isolated medical anomaly to a case with massive, wider implications for all of us. If scientists could figure out how the aging process was naturally turned off, or basically desynchronized in Brooke's systems, they might be able to uncover the very secrets of the human aging process itself.
Brooke wasn't just a patient to them, she was literally a living map to one of humanity's greatest biological mysteries.
Section 5, Loved Every Single Day. The human story behind the science.
Now, amidst all this groundbreaking science and medical frustration, we have to remember Brooke was a daughter, a sister, and a profound presence in her family's life. Born in 1993, she entered a world that she would experience unlike anyone else in human history. By 2001, her condition officially received its mysterious moniker, Syndrome X. And finally, on October 24, 2013, Brooke's journey came to an end when she passed away at the age of 20. 2 entire decades of life, encapsulated in the form of a child.
I want to leave you with this final, really beautiful thought. She never aged, but she was loved every single day of it. It's just a profound intersection of an unyielding biological mystery and the boundless capacity of human love. It really makes us ask, if the physical markers of time and aging are completely stripped away, what is it that truly defines a human life? Is it our physical growth, or is it the love we share and the legacy of curiosity we leave behind? Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer today, and as always, keep asking questions and stay curious.